Hey everyone, long time no see. It's seriously been so long since I have uploaded a video. I'm so sorry for that. I'll admit, after that last video was kind of just like a major flop, I was a little bit just kind of bummed out by it. And I've been taking on a lot of extra shifts at work, so I've been kind of running around like a crazy person trying to stay on top of what's going on in the garden. This video itself is a little bit late. Things are a little bit further past this point. So I will probably upload another video here in the next few days to kind of bring us back up to speed with what's going on. As you can see here in my garden, things are definitely coming to life. That definitely includes our daffodils and our tulips even. It seems like it was taking forever for these tulips to finally get growing and start to bud up, but we are finally seeing that. Fortunately, the weather has been pretty nice here, but over the last few days, we had a couple days get below freezing. I think it got down to 23 Fahrenheit in my garden a few days ago. I had to cover all this a frost blanket just to make sure that there wasn't going to be any kind of damage to the flowers. But overall, everything seems to be growing well, progressing well, looking nice. Hopefully we will have a lot of tulips. I'm going to be looking into donating those just privately, I guess, to maybe a nursing home or something, since donations aren't really going right now. The feverfew, as you can see here in this clay mud soil, they're looking pretty good. They're actually starting to come back to life after the long winter, and they're starting to resume growth again. So I am eager to see those and what those look like here coming up in late spring, early summer. Our Dutch irises are actually starting to get a bit taller. As those get taller, you can see the leaves start changing their appearance, and we know that the blooms will soon be here because they get that kind of flat look. Our winter sowings aren't looking so great, honestly. These are the Lavaterra. The germination rate was a little bit spotty on the Lavaterra. This is the packet from Floret, the Silver Cup. I also have another one. I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately, off the top of my head. Pink Regis, maybe? Or am I getting those two switched around? Is the Floret one Pink Regis and the other one Silver Cup? I don't know. We also have our very first dahlia seedling. Woo! Hello! We're so excited. Growing dahlias from seed. There's our very first seedling. Overall, feeling pretty content, pretty happy with where we're at in terms of our progress of this season so far. Lots of leaves starting to leaf out on the trees. I'm just very eager to get things going, and get things planted and get things looking the way they should. The daffodils are in full swing now. The first daffodils to bloom, among the first of them, are the ones that I already planted last year. And a lot of our split corona daffodils are also among the earliest one, like this orangery, I guess is how you say it. And Casada is another one. Just like always, I will definitely be having a full daffodil tour coming sometime soon. Not too soon, probably about the end of the month, as I patiently for all of those daffodils to really start blooming and to start doing their thing. I've definitely done kind of a daffodil trial unintentionally this year. I would say we have probably, I know at least over 15 different varieties of daffodils that I planted last fall that I'm really eager to share with you guys. And hopefully you'll enjoy the tour. I don't know, maybe somebody else will do it first and it'll just be old news, but that's besides the point. Here is the Ice King daffodil. That's the one that's blooming right now that I really, really like. They're so cool. You can see that the cup is double, but they kind of peel back, I guess, and make this big fluffy bloom. They open up very yellow, and then they gradually fade to almost white. The same with the Casada. They open up very, very yellow and then fade to like an almost white color. I believe this Ice King daffodil is actually a sport of the Ice Follies daffodil, which I'll show you guys eventually, that is very, very similar. So really, really enjoying getting these different kind of daffodil blooms here in the yard. I've actually just been picking these and giving these away at work, just jars of daffodils, and people seem to really like them. I guess that's just what I'm doing right now with all my flowers. So lots more different varieties to come. Waiting patiently to see those. And really, really eager to show you guys. They are so awesome. Are you guys growing any daffodils? Let me know down in the comments. And moving on into the hoop house, we have our Icelandic poppies. These are getting ready to bloom. I feel like I've been looking at these fuzzy little buds forever, but I know as the warmer weather continues to arrive and these stems are going to get taller and taller and taller, and eventually they're just going to pop open and surprise me. It has been a little bit windy, so some of these stems are kind of flopping around and falling all over the place, which I am not a fan of. I mean, ideally, I don't want to have to use trellis netting for these Icelandic poppies, but if it continues to be an issue with the wind, I can see where that may potentially be something I need to consider. Also, a quick look at the Siberian wallflower. You can see, even though this is just a big green mass of them, they are getting taller. They are stretching out, definitely getting taller. And you can see one little tiny bloom, that little orange spot. I don't know if you could see it, but we do have just one little tiny little flower opening up, and hopefully these will be a wide range of color. This was a mix of the kind of pastel shades. I think it was the Fair Lady mix that we planted. And I was hoping to get kind of softer, more neutral colors, but so far we've just got orange. Carnations are looking nice and tall. You can see they're all kind of slanting to the right. That's mainly because that direction is the south, and that's where all the sun is coming from. And I still have the cover on the hoop house, so eventually I'm going to have to remove that cover. The same is also true with the ranunculus that are starting to bud up. We have lots of really, really beautiful ranunculus buds happening right now, and even some of those are kind of slanting to the right, reaching for more sunlight. So that's something to keep in mind as I move forward, because I'm at the point now where I'm still a little bit worried about maybe a late season frost, but for the most part, I probably everything should probably be able to handle any cold that might come my way. Among the very first ranunculus that are starting to form buds are our Labelle series, the Labelle Champagne ranunculus. That's such a beautiful blend of colors. I'm really excited to see that. Other hardy annuals like the calendula are looking very, very nice. Got buds down in there, but no blooms open yet, so we're going to have to continue to just, I guess, kind of wait patiently for that. The pansies are also looking really, really lovely. I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing these pansies, but as long as they keep blooming, I will continue to show them. These mulberry shades and nature mix pansies, so pretty. Usually they open up with that very, very dark burgundy kind of wine color and get lighter and lighter as they age to this beautiful, bright yellow tone. The veining, beautiful. Easily one of my favorite pansies that I have ever grown. I mean, I haven't really grown that many pansies, but I'm not sure why these don't get more attention and more hype. These are awesome. I think it would be really cool to have maybe a container or to plant these down the entire length of my driveway if I had a driveway where people didn't like park all over it from the street. But very, very pretty. The nature antique shades is also, starting to bloom. Not bloomed out as much as the other ones yet, but also very, very pretty shades. You can see they open up in a very much an antique kind of orange purple color, and as they age, they get lighter and lighter. That outer purple color kind of morphs into a kind of whitish yellow, very bright, very vibrant. Definitely would grow these again as well. It would be interesting to see as these continue to grow whether or not these are going to be as floriferous as the other pansy mix from the nature shades. We also have these blooming, which are labeled Chianti mix, but I'm thinking these are actually Pinola pink pansies. I think that I mixed up the labels in my plant trays when I was transplanting, because these do not look anything like any of the Chianti mixed pansies that I've seen. These definitely look like Pinola pink. Not complaining though, these look beautiful. These blooms are enormous. They're not flowering as well as some of the other pansies here in the garden, but these blooms are huge. A couple of them are the size of the palm of my hand. They are very pink, very lovely kind of pink purple color, very nice. Taking a look at the anemone bed. Anemone bed is reaching its full stride, just kind of coming into its own right now. And I tell you what, these pastel shades of this purple color are just so beautiful. The red is absolutely stunning too. Don't get me wrong, I really like the red too, but the purple is like breathtaking. People come into the yard. I say people, like 2 people have come into the yard and been like, wow, that is really something. These flowers have been loving the cool weather. I eventually removed all this frost blankets and stuff since most of the cold weather is done. But I have been picking these things like crazy. I've been doing my best. I've been picking them every single day, trying to make sure that, you know, I keep them going and harvesting them for cut flower arrangements and everything. But they are seriously just a total workhorse right now. I can't say enough good things about these gorgeous anemones. They do seem to blow open very, very easily here. You know, there's a very, very small window when I can pick them at the right time. You can see those little black bits in there. Those will drop pollen. I noticed especially with the purple variety. If I don't pick them early, those things will start dropping just black pollen all over the place, and that's kind of a bummer because it makes it really, really difficult to use them with flower arrangements because they are kind of, the petals are getting dirtied up with that pollen, and it's just, I don't know, something to keep in mind if you've ever wanted to consider growing anemones. Don't get me wrong, they're definitely beautiful. Some people call them windflower. I think you can see in this video and definitely some of the later videos that I'm gonna put out, you can definitely see why they are called windflower. These petals are just so papery and delicate looking. They just blow with the slightest of breeze, and I can't get enough of them. I just am obsessed with taking pictures of them with the sun shining through the petals and everything. But yeah, that's where we're at in the garden. That's the progress. Lots of things are blooming. Lots of things we're waiting patiently for. And more importantly, I need to really, really get a start on finishing up my sewing and everything, because here I am I'm about 1 month out from my last frost date, and I am so far behind. So hopefully this week and the next few weeks I can really, really focus on getting my dahlia tubers pre-sprouted, getting some bulbs into the ground, just lots of stuff that I have to do. That's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative. I really am. As always, be sure to leave a comment down below. I love to know what you guys think. Was it helpful? What experiences do you have? I'm always learning from the comments, which I really, really love. As always, if you're not a subscriber and you like this video, be sure to hit the little subscribe button, hit the little bell. The bell tells you whenever we make new videos. It's a great way to keep up with the channel and grow just our little gardening community here. As always, all the links to everything is down in the description below. Our link to Patreon and our YouTube memberships is there. It helps support the channel. It helps me pay for things like blog fees, and occasionally I get help with editing, which is really, really helpful because let's face it, I am not the most tech savvy person on the planet. But I am trying to keep learning and keep making our videos better. There's also a link to the blog. Oftentimes you can check out the blog and there will be more information and more pictures about the thing that I've talked about in the video, just because sometimes it helps for me to write down that information and kind of organize it much better. As always, feel free to share this video with a friend. It helps us so much when we grow the channel. I hope that you're having such an incredible day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.